Welcome, everyone, to a piece of college football history as we crown this season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And it almost feels like we were destined to get to this point. The top 2 seeds of the college football playoff have survived. They've been on a collision course all season long. They've come through the challenges and the distractions, and now they'll fight for that beautiful trophy. As we'll see the number 2 seed in this playoff, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers, taking on a team from the ACC, the Louisville Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And this is it. 2 teams enter, 1 team leaves here as national champions. Let's get this going. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. 1 game to determine the national championship. This one will be fair caught. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. The back's got it. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8.
With the defensive coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down play coming up. Here's that defense shifting again. It's a shotgun run call. The gain good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football. So ball at the 30. This is a manageable 3rd down play for the offense. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Shotgun formation here on 3rd down. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, I've always said I think this quarterback all year long has been able to be as consistent as any quarterback in the country. And when you get the 3rd down, you've got to trust that he's going to make the right decision and throw an accurate ball to give you a chance at a 1st down. There's another example of it right there.
Picks up a short gain, but his swarm of the defense flying to the football.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Same tailback, another carry. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Third down play for this offense. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the 1st down. Catch made on the out route. Finding space at the 20. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down.
In all of our prep work coming into this national championship, I really wondered how this secondary would hold up against this quarterback and this group of receivers. They better be ready to make some adjustments because right now, this quarterback is having his way with it.
And the Cardinals pick up enough yards to move the sticks. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
the opening drive, but now it's third down. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Looking to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. Look out, he's got some space. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Hey, these guys have been giving up some plays. I mean, this offense looked pretty good. They're moving the ball, but they get them to third down. They get pressure on the quarterback. Quarterback panics, puts that ball into coverage, and this defense comes up with that big interception.
First down here for this offense. Ball handed off. And the run moves the ball up to the 33. Second down after that run on the previous play. And he'll set up to throw. Lets it go quickly, but they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Tries the right with a quick throw. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. Big gain across midfield. Tackle finally made it to 32.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
The Chanticleers line up on 1st and 10 now. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Looking for his big tight end. Ball is incomplete. Broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back. Getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground. The next tip ball could be going the other way.
They look to throw it here on second down. And this one is caught. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end.
Well, that's another huge game for this guy. And I'll tell you what they're doing a good job of is moving him around. He's not aligning just in one spot where the defense has an idea of where he is to try to take him out of the game. They moved him around, given him a chance to get some one-on-one matchups. Boy, is he taking advantage.
Can he reach the end zone? And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Chanticleers.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination of this quarterback and receiver for a big day.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Offense is back out there on the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you've got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
From the shotgun, handoff inside. Good enough for first down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking to throw it on first down. Rifles this football to the left. Oh, and he doesn't hang on. Looks like it was deflected before it got to him. That'll bring up second down.
Boy, this quarterback is really rolling the dice out here today. Remember, he threw an interception the last time they had the ball. I thought he might learn from that, but instead he comes out throwing it into coverage again, somehow catches a break on this tip ball that this one was an interception. He better tighten up his decision-making. He's going to cost himself a game.
Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Defense surrounds him, just a short gain on that completion.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
On third down, he drops to throw. Caught over the middle. It's golden. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain. The Cardinals looking to run some tempo here.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. And the quarterback just sneaks it.
That's good for Cardinals.
That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
They're going to run it. The ball carrier taken down, but there's a flag on the field. Holding penalties can be the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it stalls this one. Important second down play coming up. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Fires it on the move. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down.
At the 11-yard line. Second down coming up.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. They go with a direct snap. And tackled after a small pickup there. So here we go, third down. Defense needs a stop here, trying to force a field goal attempt. And they stop him just short, but defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal.
Well, it's a great job here by this offensive line and the running back to be able to pick up the first down. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole here in this first half. The only way they can get back into this game is converting.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Cardinals. So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution with championship pressure.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional on how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
And they tack on the extra point. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. Here comes the Coastal Carolina offense back on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball. So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Grab down the middle. It's Flanagan. And that is a first down gain. Moves the ball to the 40. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
Goes to his right side there for the completion. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away.
That's another positive gain here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages, because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
And the Chanticleers are moving quickly down the field. They'll run it from the gun. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
The secondary backed up off the ball now. It's an out route, the catch made, and he's tackled after the catch.
Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside is extraordinary, and they bring a certain toughness, too, that catches my eye.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Touchdown, Coastal. This quarterback on fire today. That's the kind of execution that's built on the practice field for very precise pitch and catch for a touchdown.
Yeah, when we were out of practice, one thing that really stood out to me about this receiver was his ability to separate with his route running ability. You could see that right there on game day and how that shows up for a touchdown.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Louisville offense is back out there on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Solid run, moves the ball out across the 20 to the 21.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to pass here on second down. He pulls it in for a big gain. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down to the 42. As the tight end flex out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
Brings up second down.
Here's the second down play. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Context as he let the ball go. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
The offense facing a tough conversion here. Third and long from the 42. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for the wide out. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get him behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
Coastal Carolina offense back out on the field now. It'd be a surprise if they took a risk here with the final seconds of the first half, backed up near their own end zone. Fires it to the wide out. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Chris, it's funny. I think this quarterback underestimated the athletic ability of this linebacker. He sees zone right away. He's thinking he's got some underneath windows and opportunities to get the ball to his skill guys. But this linebacker steps in front of him, makes a heck of a play.
QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. He's running out of time here. He's going to pull it down and run. Finds room at the 30. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Looking for his back. And that one's incomplete with just 7 seconds left on the clock.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Second down, we're going to throw it. Plenty of time to scan the field. Finally flings it to the left side. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina.
That's playing to the echo of the whistle here in this first half. They just keep pouring it on. Why not just continue to be aggressive? It's worked out so far for them. What a big lead they've worked up now here in this first half.
They'll try to add the lead now with PAT. PAT is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Cardinals will kick this away to get the second half going. Fielded in the end zone. It's Flanagan. That's strong coverage, though. They tackle him at the 11-yard line.
And the Coastal Carolina offense will take over 1st and 10.
Here comes the Coastal Carolina offense back on the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. Looking right. This one caught. Then he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Well, Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes this defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield, but it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And they'll use the ground game here. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Man, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll hand it off. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Okay, it's third down after that run. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Catch made on the out route. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss. Just having one of those dream performances.
It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Not much on the return there, but the interception gives the football back to the offense at the 47.
Boy, just when it looked like they had complete control of the national championship, they turned the ball over. The only real mistake they could have made to give their opponent a chance to get back into the game, and they've done it.
Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
The shotgun running play call. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up third down.
Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive down multiple scores. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Touchdown, Louisville. It was a foot race, and he won it. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
The extra point was good. Down by a touchdown, 21-14. Now they get set to kick it away. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Coastal Carolina offense back out on the field now. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. Second down after that previous play. You snap it, quarterback looking to throw the ball. Lets it go. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
The offense now facing a third and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Defense is coming after him. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down.
We finally see a change-up from this defense. It has been a long game for this defensive coordinator. A lot of touchdown passes. They finally find a way to affect the timing between the quarterback and his receivers by getting pressure.
Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain in return. And the Louisville offense is back out there on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time. Looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Going the other way, can they catch him? Not just the pick, but a big return sets up the offense in good position.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
You make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Catch made on the right side. And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage.
Chris, I kind of feel like a coach right now because I'm always wondering why the angle route continues to be so effective. When as an inside linebacker, all you're ever taught, all you hear about is don't let them cross your face. If they want to go to the outside, it's okay. But inside, no. Can't have that happen, and it costs them.
Getting set. Here's second down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. The pocket breaking down. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Well, he was close to getting to that corner and picking up some big yards, but the defense does a good job of getting him out of bounds.
Now it's third and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. He's got it right near the end zone. And he scores! Touchdown, Chanticleers. This is just quarterback wizardry. An amazing game with a national championship on the line tonight.
This might be as good of a quarterback performance as I've seen in a national championship in some time. The defense has got to try to do something to get him out of sync by trying to blitz or sit back and change up coverage because what they've called up to this point just isn't working.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Louisville offense is back out there on the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. He'll take a deep shot here. The catch is made for a huge pickup.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
One play moves the ball to the 45. It'll be first down. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. It's an out route. The catch made. Great footwork. A big opening now. They finally make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk play to wrap up this third quarter.
third quarter. With the score, Coastal Carolina 28, Louisville 14.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. He's going to take off here. Will he score here? And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a first and goal now.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big gain for this offense.
It's QB sneak.
Well, I don't blame him. Go with the quarterback sneak here to try to pick up just enough yards for the first down. But, hey, man, give credit to that defense. They did not budge at all. They kept him short of the first down.
Coming up, second down and goal. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, at this stage of the game, this offense is clearly thinking it's 4-down territory. They need points on the board, and they need them in a hurry.
Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Cardinals. Here we go, national championship game, fourth quarter, one possession game. Let's see who's going to step up.
Well, the stakes can't get any bigger. The offense has done their job to give themselves a chance. But what about their opponent? What about the other side? How will they handle this pressure? Late in the game, they still have the lead. I want to see what their plan of attack is and how aggressive they might be willing to be.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Here comes the Coastal Carolina offense back on the field. This game just got tighter. The temptation might be to sit on this lead, but we'll see how aggressive they get. Breaking free at the 35. You bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid game.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Game moves the ball to the 40. It'll be first down. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. A pop pass on the jet sweep. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Second down play coming up for this offense. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just have to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Finding space at the 20. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. The sheds are clears, lining up here on 1st and 10. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give.
Great job by the running back of staying inbounds to continue to work that clock, working here in the fourth quarter with the lead. You got that defense getting closer and closer to their goal line. They are backed up, and they are desperate. They've got to make a play here. The offense just has to take care of the ball, a chance to really secure victory here.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kurt, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented.
Touchdown, Coastal. This offense really clicking.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
21.
Kick bounces out of the back to the end zone for a touchback. And the Louisville offense is back out there on the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. Tackle is finally made, but it's a huge gain all the way to the 48-yard line. See what the call is on 1st and 10. And the quarterback dropping back. Running out of time in the pocket. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
I talk a lot about defensive ends arguably being some of the best athletes on the field. Here's an example of a guy that's just too quick off the edge for the offensive line to be able to contain. He got in there in a heartbeat and came up with that sack.
And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. He's going to take another shot right here. Oh, the deep ball caught at the 25. That's a big gain. The offense is threatening now. Spot the ball at the 22.
Hey, it's got to start somewhere. That's a nice conversion here on 3rd down. You got a long way to go, but maybe a little momentum here. Let's see what they can do coming off of that nice play.
The Cardinals pick up 1st down yardage to keep the drive going. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. 1st down. Looking to throw the football. Wow, a 3rd pick tonight by the QB. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
Oh, man, Chris, I really thought this offense had a chance to get back into this game. The only thing you'd hate to see is the interception. But give credit to the defense. They come up with a big play that potentially ices the game.
And, of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, great job here by this defense. They're trying to bounce this to the outside, take advantage of his speed in the backfield with no chance at all. Defensive speed, ability to diagnose the play, blows it up.
And they'll stop him short of the line to gain. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now.
Well, how fitting for him to get another nice carry here, because it's been that kind of game in the national title. We knew coming in that he was going to be showcased. I didn't think he would have this kind of performance on this big of a stage, but he has, and a big reason why they're going to win this national title.
1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. Catch made for a big game, but the fans are wondering where was that earlier in this football game. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Louisville.
Chris, I mean, this game is essentially over, and these guys are still fighting and trying to get the ball in the end zone, and they do. Those are the kind of things that coaches pay attention to, and really you start to learn about who are your fighters, who are your foxhole guys. We're learning that about this team today.
The extra point is good. Cuts it to a 7-point game, 35-28. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly.
Well, it's a great job by the hands team. Expecting the onside kick in position, they were dialed in and pounced on the football.
So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. And that'll do it. We have a national champion. They're the last team standing at the top of the mountain for national champions.
Well, it's been